listening to the What the Wrestling podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is.
Perfect.
Coming to you with the new look vibes. Coming to you live from New York City. You guys already know what time it is. We are back, baby. What the wrestling, back with a couple of new overlays, new looks for everything. And man, I'm excited because we had our 20th anniversary of Dynamite last night. 4-year anniversary of Dynamite last night. Why did I say 20th year anniversary? I hope to be around for the 20th year anniversary for Dynamite. So we're going to keep it cool. But first things first. Hit the like button. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Follow me. RJD, What the Wrestling. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and X, aka the Twitter. Also, TikTok. Still waiting to throw some more icons up there, so look out for that. But we are going to course correct in the air. Let's go. Yes. Tis I, RJD here. Welcome to What the Wrestling, y'all. Man, it feels good to be back talking about Dynamite. I don't know what's going on. Are we stumbling here? Let's add a little bit of color. All right, there we go. Brighten it up. Everybody brighten it up. As always, y'all know what I do. Y'all know how I get down. Let's get it on and popping. But like I said, before we go, hit the like button. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. We're going to find out why this is doing too much right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the music. Boop. No music. Okay, no music. Anyway, no music. We're going to cut that out. Don't really need that right now. And we're just going to make sure everything is smooth. Smooth sailing. All right, I think that's better. Much better, when you have stuff and you start switching stuff around, you got new overlays. Things tend to get a little crazy, but what we also will do is we will get rid of this because we don't need all of that animation in the background. Hopefully, everything is a go. Everything's on smooth. We're going to keep it pushing and push through. What's up, everybody? Hopefully, everybody's having themselves a good old day. What the Wrestling, RJD here, AEW Dynamite. 10/4/2023. Your AE Dynamite This is your AEW Dynamite review. I am your host, RJD, and man, we had ourselves a decent show yesterday with some things I liked, some things I didn't like. We had a lot going on. Let's talk about, first things first. 4 years, AEW Dynamite. Love it. Beautiful thing. I am glad they're still here. 4 years. I hope they make it to go 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 more years. I love AEW Dynamite. I think AEW Dynamite is absolutely fantastic. It is a fantastic alternative. Yes, don't get mad at me, okay? I know everybody boos when I say it's an alternative, but it is an alternative. And I'm very, very grateful that we actually have an alternative that is viable, that is great, that is good, that we can actually all go out and enjoy. 4 years later, I think they're doing a fantastic job. Perfect?
Nope.
Nobody's perfect. But with that being said, I hope they can continue to do what they do best. And that's kick ass in the ring, get a little bit more long-term stories, and I think we'll be A-okay. Shout out to AEW. Now, with that being said, what the hell happened with the audio issues on this show? So apparently during the Roderick Strong Adam Cole segment, there was audio issues. When I watched it, I couldn't hear the audio. So then they re-ran it back, I think when Butcher and Blade came out during their match. And then there was something going on at the end of the show too, where it just cut off for certain people. So they didn't get the overrun to see what Christian Cage actually said. But unfortunately, come on. Listen, y'all, 4 years in.
Stop it. Get some help.
You very, very rarely get AEW, WWE issues like that. So, come on, guys. We got to clean this up a little bit. Audio issues. If that's one thing AEW has been good for, is audio issues. So, we got to clean that up a little bit. Got to make sure they cut down on the audio issues because they should not be having audio issues at all. So, they got to fix that. That being said, good show here. Let's start at the top. So, what we had was oh no, what the hell? What we had here was Rey Fenix and Nick Jackson. So, they started off the show. Rey Fenix, Nick Jackson, they were playing off of Phoenix's back because Phoenix is beat the holy hell right now. And Nick Jackson, they played off his foot injury, and they had a lot of near falls, back and forth action, just what you expect from a Rey Fenix and a Nick Jackson match. This was a good match. Rey Fenix retains. At the end of it, it was great, and I'm not gonna sit here and be mad about this one. Look, it's gonna be very hard for anybody to follow what they did in that first year on AEW. So I ain't mad at it. It happens. Good match, solid match. I thought they might take the title off of Phoenix because he's so beat up, but maybe they'll just put him out there less. So we will see how they handle that. Backstage we had Adam Copeland, aka Edge, interviewed by Renee Paquette, where Mr. Edge said, Kenny Omega said to Edge, "Hey, last week you had me on the edge of my seat." It was like, good stuff here. Nothing wrong. We also had that vignette where Adam Cole went to go see Roderick Strong. Adam, that's going to get over that because that is extremely annoying. It's not as annoying as "excuse me." It's not as annoying as that, but it's annoying as hell. So I'm pretty sure that's going to get over eventually. Adam, Jesus Christ.
Nope.
But they were sitting there. You couldn't really hear anything that happened the first go around. When they replayed it, you heard that Adam Cole basically, he came, he saw him, You had the Kingdom there looking, and dude was petting the giraffe. That was kind of funny. I don't know what the hell was going on there. But he basically said, listen, man, I need you. You can't leave yet. There's something else I need you to do. He came, he spent time, but he said, you can't leave yet. And that was all she wrote. Next, we had Wardlow returning.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I was like, is that Wardlow?
Surprise, motherfucker.
And he beat the holy hell out of Mr. Garrison.
Damn, son.
And then he basically said, fuck this shit, I'm out. So he came, Mr. Garrison, he beat the holy hell out of him. Everybody was actually excited to see Wardlow because, listen, we all miss Wardlow. Somebody said to Wardlow recently, hey, I miss Wardlow. And Wardlow said on him to that person on X, I miss me too. Listen, the stop and start pushes, I think Wardlow's out the door when his contract is up.
You triggered my trap card.
Trap card straight to WWE, and they will make good use of him because he's a big man who can actually wrestle. He's got the look, he's got the size, and Wardlow's tall. He's not like overly tall, like 6'6", 6'7", but I think Wardlow's about 6'3", 6'4". Yeah, he's got the look. And he is very good in the ring, athletic as hell. So, yeah, AEW, I think, dropped the ball on him. And Wardlow came, and he was not playing games. He came to beat the holy hell out of somebody. And unfortunately, Garrison was there. So, that happened. They ran the video back. Then we had the Acclaimed versus the Butcher, the Blade, and Kip Sabian. Quick win here for the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass. Nothing wrong here. Solid match. Acclaimed gets a win. They have pink belts. I think they're the Trios champs. They have pink belts. Cool. Thumbs up. So, I don't know. The Butcher and the Blade. I like Butcher and Blade. I just think I don't think they've been in anything meaningful in a while. So, I don't know what's going on with them, but they definitely, they got a good tag team division, but they just haven't been able to maximize these guys for some reason. And the Acclaimed, definitely the steam has cooled off on them just a little bit. They are not as hot as they once were. Still hot, just not as hot as they once were. So that would be that. Then we had the Bullet Club Gold come out there. They called out MJF. He went out there. We had the Bang Bang Club out there. Rock Hard, Juice Robinson. MJF came out and said, listen, you guys are trying to talk about my past like I'm not honest about it. He said I did this. What did he say? He said it's not saying he's not a scumbag. He's their scumbag. Then the crowd is going, you're our scumbag or something like that. They just started chanting. MJF figures out a way to get the chants. He had a chant going about the Bang Bang Gang, about Tofu, for Jay White. There was just a lot of chants that MJF gets. That for some reason, people love to hate MJF so much. And then when he turned babyface, when he finally got a friend, people now love MJF. And we loved to hate this guy a year ago. And now we love this guy. We love him. We want him to act like an asshole. And we don't care. Man, we love MJF. We ain't booing MJF ever. So we'll see. We'll see what happens moving forward. But gotta love MJF. Promo god out here. What is going on with my stuff? You change a couple of things and things just start bugging out, I guess. So unfortunately, MJF went down there and said, who's ready for a street fight? Okay. Am I stalled out? Oh, no, I'm back. So apparently MJF went down there and said, who's ready for a street fight? Took his shirt off, but unfortunately he got blindsided by Jay White.
Stupid.
And he got hit with the Blade Runner, and that was all she wrote there. No Adam Cole. They took the Jay White took the championship, went up the ramp. We need a champion that lives up to the name Elite. And you, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, are not him. And Jay White said, how about me and you full gear for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship? So, yes, please take my money.
Perfect.
We had Jericho and Kenny Omega versus Konosuke Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher because Sammy Guevara was unable to compete. And we had a fun match with everybody trading blows. We had big triggers and Takeshita throwing elbows and clotheslines. But unfortunately, Fletcher took the pin after getting hit with the code breaker into the one-winged angel. And then Don Callis was on commentary saying, this kid screwed me. This kid screwed me. So they continued. They lost. Jericho is sitting there basking in the wind with Omega. And here comes none other than
Surprise, motherfucker.
Powerhouse Hobbs. What the hell is he doing out there? Nobody knows. But Powerhouse Hobbs, is he the new guy in the Don Callis family? He beat the holy hell out of Omega. He beat the holy hell out of Jericho. And then he went to go grab a chair. He was going to hit Omega in the head after Don Callis taped him to the ropes. And then Omega got hit directly square in the head with a chair shot.
Stupid.
Stop it. Get some help.
How dare you?
Every time I see a chair shot like this, it makes me think of the Attitude Era, and those guys were whacking each other in the head all the time. I am just shocked, 100% shocked that they actually went with this chair shot. And yes, the chair was probably gimmicked, and yes, it probably didn't hurt, and yes, it was dented, it looked cool, Omega sold it well, but shots to the head, man, I don't know. Shots to the head.
How dare you?
I don't know. Knowing what we know now about the shots to the head, it still makes me a little queasy when I see it. But interested to see where they go with the Don Callis family and Powerhouse Hobbs. I think it's absolutely, I think it's a great use of Powerhouse Hobbs. Great use to get him up there, get him on TV, let him get a notable win. Make him look like the monster that he is. Coming off the loss to Miro, Miro should be in line coming up pretty soon for a title because they're going to need something on Collision for him. He can't just be beating. I mean, I know they have him and his hot and flexible wife and they got that storyline right now, but Miro's going to need to be doing something soon. Then we had a vignette by Tony Storm early on, and Tony Storm said, listen, I'm timeless. And now we've got a new timeless Tony Storm character. She's timeless. She's a diva. She's a little unhinged, but she's together when she needs to be. She's kissing people in the ring and beating people up and hitting people in the tit. I don't know what's going on with Tony Storm, but she fought Sky Blue. She beat Sky Blue. And I'm not going to lie. I like this new character. Tony Storm, I think, is one of the only ladies with a character right now that's got some steam behind it, besides maybe Julia Hart. But Julia Hart's thing is more like, you know, she racked up wins that nobody saw. But I like Julia Hart. I think Julia Hart's got a bright, bright future. But Tony Storm is like one of the only people that is like, wow, she's got something here. And the crowd, even at the last pay-per-view, the crowd were behind this unhinged Tony Storm. This Tony Storm, she's got some legs. Leaving the Outcast, going a little bit crazy, new persona. I'm loving this thing. The hip attack was brutal. Every time I see that, I'm just like, how do you protect yourself from that? Do you you don't want the whiplash? Your neck is just all over the place. Do you keep your head still and just take it? Do you sit up a little bit? Does she hit you in the chest and it looks good because your whole body goes back? I don't know, but that shit looks brutal every time I see it. Jesus Christ. Then we had the Edge Copeland coming out, rated R, superstar. Yes, it's trademarked because they let you know, they say it every 2 minutes. And he talks about Christian Cage, and he comes out, tells the story once again about talking to his daughters. And he says, what does daddy do? Does he retire? And he says, yes, it was up there. Does he retire? Does he sit at home? And they say, why don't you go have fun with Uncle Jay, a.k.a. Christian Cage? And because of that, he got up off the couch. He came out, and he called Christian out to the ring. Christian came out. He said, listen, man, talked about how they got matching haircuts, how Christian loves Sting. Christian just stood there looking smug with his natural scowl, Gunther style, TNT title right here on the shoulder. And he's like, listen, man, I think we should go against teams like FTR. I think we should do what we need to do and have one last ride, one more hoorah against FTR, the Young Bucks. What do you say? And then he says, goes for the hug, and then he says, go F yourself.
Hell yeah! I said, give me a hell yeah!
And then he says,
fuck this shit, I'm out.
so as far as Adam Copeland is concerned, then he says, he goes up to the ramp and he says, this is what you're going to be seeing at the next Tuesday on Dynamite. And here out come Nick Wayne and out come Luchasaurus. Now listen, I don't know what's going on, but Christian, he's a beast.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
The face that this brother made. And it's like, I remember when when Triple H and Shawn Michaels reunited to DX, and then Shawn Michaels came back, and then he got hit with the pedigree, and then everybody was all hype, and then he hit him with the pedigree and walked out, and everybody hated Triple H for that, because we loved to hate Triple H back in the day. We loved to hate Triple H. This was not as crazy as that, but he just said, go F yourself, and walked out, and Edge was just like, I loved it. This was awesome. Long-term storytelling at its freaking finest. Shout out to Edge. Shout out to Christian. This is going to be great. Adam Copeland, excuse me.
Stupid.
This is going to be great. Grade A stuff right here. Copeland wants to have matches with Jon Moxley, Kenny Omega, Miro, Powerhouse Hobbs, Jay White, Juice. I mean, he talked about all of the stuff that he wants to do, all of the potential matches that he wants to have. And let me stop the show. Another thing I don't quite understand. Why is everybody so mad at this brother for going to AEW? Why? I don't get it. Don't you want to see these crazy ass dream matches just like we seen Bryan Danielson do? Don't you want to see Edge versus all of these different people that he's never wrestled before? There are certain matches that we will likely never see. Seth Rollins and Will Ospreay. Roman Reigns versus Kenny Omega. The Young Bucks versus the Usos. There are just certain matches, or the New Day versus the Young Bucks. We will never see this. It will never happen because certain guys in certain companies, and it is what it is. But for some reason, the backlash that this brother got for going to AEW is just through the roof. Everybody, we need you to chill the hell out.
Stop it. Get some help.
All the stuff from the fans. And it's like the wrestlers are congratulating him. The wrestlers are high-fiving each other. And it's like everybody sounds like my cat who just meowed. They're just screaming, Edge, why are you over there, Edge? This is bull crap. Why are you going to the enemy? Relax. You want to see people leave and go and switch companies. You want to see people leave one company and go to another and have dream matches that we never saw. You want to see Wardlow go to WWE and see what they could do. You want to see Jade go over there to see what they could do. You want to see a Powerhouse Hobbs on Wardlow go to WWE, and you want to see maybe a Matt Riddle go to AEW, or you want to see what kind of who's on the main roster that would be, or a Mercedes go to AEW, and see how crazy it would look when they have a whole new batch of opponents that they can fight. Or Roman Reigns leave, though that'll never happen. But you want to see guys move from company to company and have these dream matches. You want to see that. You don't want to see people just stay in one place, because you want to see guys get paid and you want to see them do what they do best. So everybody, please calm the hell down. It ain't that deep, y'all. Jesus. Relax. Chill out. With that being said, this is your new looked WWE. You hear me? Your new looked AEW review. We got more coming to you. What's today? Thursday. More coming to you this weekend, Saturday night or Sunday morning, and that will be your Collision, aka your Collision / SmackDown review. So look forward to that. Any breaking news, you know it's coming to you right here. What the Wrestling. So everybody, please be safe and enjoy the weather, man. It's like 80 outside today. Go enjoy yourself. I'm out of here. Peace.